The southern edge of the island slipped away astern as Lola waved goodbye to...
Stop.
Why? I'm recording the voiceover.
I know.
What's wrong?
You can't say that.
Say what?
Iola waved goodbye.
Why not?
Well, she's a boat.
I know.
But boats can't wave.
Okay, fair point. The southern edge of the island slipped away astern as Catherine waved goodbye from the fuel dock.
Who's Catherine?
She's the skipper's sister.
Well, where is she?
On the fuel dock.
Oh, I can't see her.
Okay. How's this? The southern edge of the island slipped away astern as Mima waved goodbye from the cockpit.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who's Mima?
She's on board as crew.
Stop right there. Before we go any further, do you love me?
Yes.
Remember, I wasn't on this voyage, so I think you've got some explaining to do. I've brought you a cup of tea.
Okay, thank you.
So come on then, tell me what happened.
After months of preparation and waiting for this moment, a feeling of excitement mixed with some apprehension filled my mind. This was it. This journey was finally happening. Nearly 3,000 nautical miles of sea lay between us and our next sighting of land. We were starting our voyage on a small boat to sail across an ocean. The North Atlantic Ocean from the southern tip of Gran Canaria to the northern tip of St. Lucia on the edge of the Caribbean Sea. We really did sail off into the sunset. Marvellous, aren't those big waves? Life on the ocean way. Crossing an ocean in any sailing boat demands planning and preparation long before leaving land behind and heading offshore for 3 weeks or more. After many months completing upgrades and spending oodles of money on rigging, sails, engine and electronics, Laurence sailed Iola 690 nautical miles from his home port in North Wales, over the Irish Sea to Rosslare, south to the Isles of Scilly, and across the Bay of Biscay to A Coruña, northern Spain. This was a voyage I was glad to be part of. In the following 2 months, Laurence sailed Iola southwards with his daughter and sister for a while. Then friends Chris and Al joined in Viana, Portugal. They sailed down the Portuguese coast along Orca Alley to southern Portugal. After more provisioning and preparation for the next leg, Iola set an offshore course from Portimao to Arrecife in Lanzarote. Al and Chris left Iola at Corralejo, Fuerteventura. Then Laurence sailed solo a few miles south for me to rejoin Iola at Puerto Castillo. It's -2 here, it's 22 there.
Yay!
See you in the Canaries.
Bye.
What do you take on a 3 to 4 week Atlantic crossing? Well, there's personal care, small towel, mid-layer. In here is some shore clothes. In there is a pillowcase, some shorts, head torch, and sailing knife, flip-flops and sandals, t-shirts and underwear, baseball cap, trusty Tilly cap, Bit of entertainment, some knotting while we're away. Got some equipment, which I'm taking too. And that's the sum total of the hold luggage. All of that will fit into that. That's about it, really. 15 kilos, which means that I can carry it safely and easily on the underground. After coastal port hopping and sailing offshore for more than 1,700 nautical miles from North Wales, the start line for the ocean crossing was still not in sight, but it was getting closer. Here's Iola perched on the end of the pontoon, looking forward to seeing the hydrovane in operation. This is our first shop for all the dried goods. 3 hours of shopping!
Wonderful, we love shopping.
Oh my word. The harbour master has asked us to leave, saying that there's a very strong southerly wind that's going to come into the harbour. And we can only guess that because Iola behind me is right on the end of the pontoon, that she's going to get the brunt of all the main winds. Provisioning done for the dry goods and the non-perishables. We'll get the perishables when we get to Gran Canaria. So let's go and get them put away into various places and labelled. Laurence has just gone off to see the harbour master or his representative about leaving tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, we just spent probably a good hour and a half looking for places to put all the food and also to note down what we've got. So we've got a full stock list with positions of where all the food is going. Well, that's the port midship locker. We've got the starboard forward locker, the starboard midship locker, and the starboard aft locker.
And they're basically saying, I'm sorry, you've still got to go.
Right, tomorrow morning.
Now, interestingly, we haven't used the space where the...
We haven't quite finished yet, but we've also all this and all this, a bit of room in there, all of that. Difficult to see because it's a bit dark. 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're preparing to leave Puerto Castilla. If we go all the way to Las Palmas, it's around about 90 nautical miles. So we'll probably arrive around midnight or something like that. Find an anchorage. Happy? I am. I'm delighted.
Very. We're off into the impending storm.
Well, they say it's a storm, but I'm sure we've both experienced a little bit stronger than this, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Okay, saying cheerio to Fuerteventura. About to cross the channel between the two islands, arriving in Gran Canaria sometime after midnight. But this big liner has been coming up behind us when the wind died, so I had to put the engine on in order to be able to make sure I could manoeuvre out of its way. That's the first marina on the left there. We are here in Las Palmas. We arrived this morning about 5 o'clock. Wasn't easy finding an anchorage that was suitable with a swing to be able to make sure we didn't bump into anybody else, but Laurence found a spot that's absolutely ideal. He's been up this morning to get the dinghy sorted out, get the engine on, and we'll be able to go ashore at some point. We arrived at Las Palmas on the day that the Ark boats were due to start their Atlantic journey. We thought the marina would have a berth available later in the day, but were proved to be wrong.
Weird to see them.
Come to see this young man off. So Amelia is leaving.
Las Palmas Marina is where the Atlantic Rally for Cruisers starts every year. It provides many sailors the impetus and opportunity to sail across the ocean to St. Lucia. The World Cruising Club organise a rally and provide easy access to immigration formalities. They provide support and also guidance. It's a great spectacle, and we were so glad to be able to meet up with sailing friends to wave them off on their journey. Might struggle to find a spot, but that's the place to be, isn't it? Okay, let's go and explore. Well, looking at that lot, I count myself lucky.
Join the queue.
Yeah. I got a ride. All these people here are probably looking for a ride, aren't they? I'm sure that's the one that was chasing us down last night. Or was it this morning? This morning. They are big, aren't they? On our way to the fuel dock in the marina. Wow, bright sunshine. There's a lot of breeze today. We're going to tie up in the marina and do a mast climb, fill up with fuel, get some shopping if we can. We might have to come back out. It depends how long they let us stay in the marina, because we're not staying overnight. There's no room for us to stay overnight. Quite abrupt on the VHF as well. Here's the fuel dock. That little boat's just gone. So it's a very tight spot. Well, the story so far, we're rafted up against a large steel yacht. We've got the old unit down and waiting to pair the new unit with the display. Very kind gentleman called Noah, who's just up there, helped us moor up alongside. Right, so it's now working. It's paired with the display.
Yes.
Okay,
So now
good.
we need to get you and the unit back up the mast.
Yeah,
How do you want to take this up?
I'll take it up in the bag again. It was fine.
Okay.
Back we go.
Ah, there's the diesel tanker filling up.
Yeah, they've got the Bowser in there at the moment, which is filling their tanks up.
Yeah.
We shall go get them tangled up. Okay, let's do this.
Right,
Got
so
your breath back?
Safety's locked now.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready. Okay, do your worst. Okay. Gonna check the display. Okay. Yep.
Good job, well done that.
Yeah. The fuel dock's going to be open till 6.
Yeah, okay, so we can then just stay here.
So I'm with Stefan, who is the skipper of Elvida 5. Give me an idea of what it is that Elvida does and why you're here.
Yeah, we are an old organization, 60 years old, an organization who have a kind of school ship.
I want to thank Stefan for his help, because we were really stuck. We couldn't find anywhere to be able to keep the boat still while we were doing some work on the mast. And Stefan's crew very kindly allowed us to raft up alongside so that we could carry out the essential work. So without these guys here, we'd probably still be looking for somewhere to stop. So really thank you very much, Stefan.
Thank you very much, and I wish you a really good trip. That you should have a nice sailing over.
Thank you. Yep.
Now filling their jerry cans.
Okay, do you want to hang around? There's a lot of messing around on the water at the moment, waiting for the fuel dock. And we're in a queue. We are literally going round in circles, yes. Waiting for one planet to leave the fuel dock so that this boat over here, who was in the queue, can fill up so that we can then fill up. You know, ask these guys about water.
Don't push me. Adios. Gracias.
Agua?
No, don't.
We're back at anchor. We're 30 metres of chain out, and we're going to go ashore this afternoon, check out the supermarket, and if we can get somewhere to get water. Better?
Nice and cool. After a day with
Authorities. Officialdom.
with challenging bureaucracy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how clean the water is in the middle of this harbour, but I'm taking my chances.
Laundry has to be done, and I'm doing it. Laurence is checked in, Jemima's on her way. Yeah, we need some water. Washing done. We've had a problem trying to get fresh water, only because the marina is so full of empty spaces that were left by the Ark, and the marina is trying to fill them with people who are on a waiting list. So the plan was to go in and fill up directly from the pontoon. I've rung the marina this morning and there's no reply. As I came past the marina office, there was a queue of people waiting to get in. So what we're going to do is fill up with fresh water from the jerry cans and then take the tender into the marina and fill the jerry can. So that's the plan. We've just been to the port to have our passport stamps. Jemima's joined us. Then we got a taxi to the Port Authority building and have eventually got passport stamped, and a piece of paper that tells anybody that Laurence's boat has checked out of EU. There's a couple of things to sort out. The outboard and the dinghy. There's a problem that Laurence thinks is with the float in the carburettor. I ran out of petrol on my way to pick up Jemima, and got a tow from some very helpful people in another boat. After I rowed back to Iola, dropping off the water and Jemima's bags, filled up the tank, and it wouldn't start. A very kind young man called Sushi, and he spotted me having problems with the outboard and said, "Do you want a tow?" So I got another tow back to the marina. I'm hoping that Laurence will be able to get it started so that he doesn't have to row back to the boat. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. I'm heading for the beach. There's some serious sand sculpture going on here. walking towards Hotel Rainer Isabel, I think it's called. I can see in the distance. That's where Sheenagh is with Alison. And very inviting sea behind me. Might go for a swim. We're getting on with the final shopping for all the boats and nearly finished.
Well, this is the first journey for the provisioning. See you soon.
He'll be back.
I hope so.
Laurence is heading back to pick me up at the remainder of the shopping.
I'm going on a boat with you, Johnny.
Right, so we're on our way.
Okay, bon voyage. Fair winds. So I believe they are lifting the anchor.
Just said goodbye to our supporters at the end of the runway there, waving us goodbye. Here we go.
It's irrelevant going upwind.
Right, okay.
If you're on a reach of the beam, the boom is out. The angle of the main sheet is not pulling the end of the boom down.
And
So that's what then you put the kicker on, and the kicker keeps the boom down. And
Yeah, who are you? And then there's, what's the opposite of the kicker? There's one that like lifts it up a bit, isn't there?
So this is the topping lift.
I only knew it in Italian. So what did you say? The topping?
Topping lift.
Right, yeah, topping lift. Okay, cool.
Pilot's telling him where to anchor. Lasers.
Where did you say the kitchen roll was?
Ah, right. So not the cupboard that's above the shelf. And it's so when you take the pack out, put the other kitchen roll in, I think in the cupboard on the top right.
Right, just coming up to cool down.
I'm just trying to keep as close to the wind as we can without flogging the paint.
Yeah. It's a bit murky, isn't it? Casito Blanco. Did you put away? How to deflate the tender. We've had a day here in Pasito Blanco, cleaning the decks, shopping, final bits, having showers, and Laurence's sister Catherine has joined. This was Catherine's husband's boat in the very early days when they bought it first of all between them. And we're going to go to the fuel dock. So we're off on our way at last. Well, this is it, Jemima. We're off.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Excited?
I'm super excited. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
This is the craziest thing I've ever done in my life, and I've done quite a few crazy things.
I think also there's a lot of learning to do, isn't there? I mean, I've got so much to learn. This fella here's going to teach us both what we need to know.
I deny all responsibility. You've all signed the waiver forms.
Tell us all your secrets, my wise leader.
Paid your money.
Well, some of it.
It's really like a gazoo.
Blow it hard. Is that it? Yay! Now we're going to get loads of ducks being attracted to us. Right, we're on our way. Okay, this is a transatlantic journey for Laurence, Jemima and Jonathan. And how many days are we ready?
Oh, as long as we get there before Christmas.
Yeah, that's a
25 days, 26 days.
Look, flying fish.
Oh my goodness!
That's not flying
Woo!
fish.
No, it is.
Doing something.
That was weird.
Right, yeah, definitely right.
A good omen.
So yeah, before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's what we're aiming
Safely.
for. Yeah, safely. Good. Here we go.
And smiling all the way.
Smiling all the way. Right, here we go. But we need some wind.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
A bit breezy.
Right. Good. Island of Gran Canaria disappearing into the distance.
That's your name as well. You can't have two names on board.
One mahi. Look at that.
I don't know. There are no landmarks.
Not only the longest trip that I've done on this boat.
Oh, wow.
That was what was replacing.
Yeah.
The traditional route across the Atlantic is to sail south toward the Cape Verde Islands and pick up the easterly trade winds which head west toward the Windward Islands. We sailed a different route. Tune in to the next part to find out why.